7th grade. Now we started a friendship, an athletic friendship, a police friendship, and just a friendship from 7th grade on. How old are you then? About 13 years old? Right. We played, our first basketball encounter was our mothers made, we had white t-shirts and then she dyed them blue. Our mothers did. And we were the Mason City Blue Devils. Played a Clear Lake team, we were 7th graders, and we whipped them. Now, they thought Lefty was a ringer, because he's bigger than everybody else. But the ringer was Ray Henley. He was older than everybody else, but he was a year ahead of us. But they didn't know he was a ringer. But anyway, we beat him. And we come back, and we went to junior high together. He took care of me in junior high, and he took care of me when I became a policeman. He took care of me for all the rest of my life, really. And now I'm on my own, which isn't much fun. But some of the athletic deals we learned, we did a lot of that together. When we were about...
He said, grab your things, I'm going to take you home. And to keep inside.
Would take Lefty and I, at 13 years old, or 14 maybe, we'd go down with her or in a bus, and we would see Iowa State play basketball. And so, of course, Lefty was... He was a hell of an athlete. There's no question about that. Now, I'm not going to tell you some of our little private stories. Some of you might like to hear those, but I'm not going to tell them publicly like this. But then we went on to play at Monroe, and he played football, and we played the faculty in a game. All the kids were there watching it, and we beat the faculty. Now, that made Larry Heed, the gym teacher, all mad, because then he accused Lefty of cheating. Because he had that hook, you know. And he'd catch the ball in volleyball, he'd hook it, throw it back down like that. You can't do that. Well, we did it. And we went to high school. Let's see. Oh, yeah, also freshman basketball. In freshman basketball, they didn't have it.
when illusions in a net, I'm never where I want to be. And liberty she pirouette when I think that I am free. Watch my empty silhouette who close their eyes but still can see.
He was our protector. There's any question there. So then we go on to playing football, basketball. Lefty, I'll tell you one thing about Lefty's football. He could have been a professional football player. Big guys in a little single bed like. And they told me, help me get to class. Well, I couldn't help him get to class. I had different classes. So, you know, he gets on that crutches, he goes down to the depot, gets on a train, come home to Mason City. That was his college. So we no more get 2 blocks away, and we're behind, well, we're behind where, on the alley between Federal and Delaware there now. And there was a car parked there. And I said, check that car. So he goes out, he goes back walking slowly. I said, what's up? They're doing it in there. I said, my God, they can't do that up here downtown. We can start arguing about it, see? And he says, they're doing it up there at that house of ill repute.
In the camper, I know that. We got rid of that. That was the first thing we broke. But he was always there. I rode with him a lot of times at night. I worked at the sheriff's office to start with. He'd pick me up at 11 o'clock, and I'd ride around with him till he dropped me off at midnight. So we always had a good time together. All the traveling we done, running around town, and everything. We always had great fun with him, and all the kids and everything. He'll be hard to replace. He was one of the best.
And this is one of the best.
Yep.
He is one of the best.
Graduated from Mason City High School, I can think of. And he played left tackle. I was a senior.
spent a lot of time with my grandpa, and we did a lot of fishing together. He taught me everything he knows about fishing. Wish I would have kept with it a little more. I grew up, unfortunately, but my sister and I were really lucky to have my grandma. We had my grandpa, Lewis, was always there every first day of school. He took me to school so many days, and he was kind of our rock, our protector, when our family wasn't always together. And,
Open doors will soon be shut. So I went from day to day. All my life was in a rut. Till I thought it
But I do. The place was just packed. And Lefty, you know, Lefty never carried any money on him. Did he? No, he never. Oh, everybody else knows Lefty. He never carried any money on him. He got a checkbook in his hand, and he writes a check out for $25. And he's in uniform now, mind you. Uniform, hat, and everything. Just really impressive. He wrote the check out for $25, and I thought, I'll go up and take the money. And I took a look at the check, and I said, place is packed. I mean, packed. And I hollered back at Pete. I said, Pete, this check is for $25. You told me I couldn't accept a check from Lefty unless it was under $20. What do you want me to do?
He said, the first one of you that make a move to me, I'm going to drop you in your tracks. Well, I didn't want to get really too close. So I said, hey, Lefty, what's going on? Little brother, stay out of this. The problem was he'd been in the service 2 years, just got a Truman year. And he wasn't real happy about that. So, anyway, the policemen were they're real nice, got him out of there. One other one I'm going to tell, which we were coming home from town, Lefty and I. He's driving the car in front of me, I'm behind him. We're on 12th Street Northeast. Got back from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I was working. Got in a squad car, and about 2 o'clock in the morning, we're on 15 Southeast. We turned down that street, and he said, that guy just went through a stop sign. So, zoom, down we go. I'm in the passenger seat. He gets out of the car, you know. That guy gets out of the car. He can't hardly walk. And I thought, oh my God, this guy's really smashed. So Lefty talks to him. And he ends up, he says, where do you live? I said, about 2 doors down. Lefty said, tell you what we're doing. You're going to get in, I won't use all the adjectives. You're going to get your Fisteris in the car. We're going to go there. Well, that guy's really drunk. Now I'll tell you one about him when I got a call about 2 o'clock in the morning at the farm. And one of my buddies tells me, Lefty's been in a fight. He's down at the police station. So I get up and my mother said, Daryl, where are you going? Oh, I got a buddy that's got a car problem, so.
He helped me in the restaurant. He was very good. He was good in the North End. I really miss the guy. He just, I don't know what it was about him, but we did several things like that up there. Those are the 2 that I remember. Thank you.
came in close, I heard a voice.